Hey guys, it's Kyra and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a full face of first impressions, you guys. I went to Ulta 2 days ago and basically went crazy. I had my 20% off coupon, including prestige brands. So I went in there and basically bought a couple things that I have been wanting to try for the longest. The first one that I have been wanting to try is the Tarte Maracujá Oil. I have been wanting to try out a new skin technique for my personal self, and I have heard nothing but good things about the Tarte Maracujá Oil, well, just in my skin in general. But even under foundation, I've heard that applying an oil, a really light oil first, really actually improves the way your foundation applies. Now we'll test it out because you guys know that I am an oily girl. We'll see how that goes. And then I also was able to get the Jaclyn Heal palette by Morphe. Now I had actually forgotten that Morphe's now sold in Ulta, but I am so excited to try this beauty out, you guys. I have heard nothing but good things about this palette, and I just thought this would be a good personal palette as well as a kit palette. I feel like these shades and these tones are perfect for my kit whenever I do makeup on clients. I just feel like this is so gorgeous because it has a nice range of neutrals, you know, shimmer shades, and also some pops of color in there as well. Okay, so I got the Morphe M439 brush. This is a really soft buffer brush, so for your foundation. You guys know I love trying out new foundation brushes, and I have heard good things about this as well. Actually, everything I purchased, you guys will hear me say that I've heard good things about it because I have. I assume it'll give me that airbrush kind of full coverage application that I want. Okay, I got the Morphe Hot and Contour Sponge. Now I've heard mixed reviews about this. I've heard some people say that it's a really good alternative to the Beauty Blender. You guys know that I love the original Beauty Blender, but every now and then I love to kind of stray away and kind of use my Real Technique sponge or something else that's comparable to it, but you know, not expensive. So we'll see how this kind of applies today. And then I also got this NYX. Y'all, I don't know why I have been so into glosses lately. I have been obsessed with lip glosses lately. So I bought this NYX Duo Chromatic Shimmer Lip Gloss. It's so pretty. This one's more golden. So here's a simple swatch. There's right there. It has that duochrome finish, and this one actually has a really pretty golden undertone. Oh, and I forgot, I actually ran into my local grocery store. In Texas, we have a grocery store called HEB. I ran there to pick up the Wet n Wild hiding powders. Now I have heard great things about this as well, and these are $4. Okay, this is the first one. This is the number 322B. Ooh, that is really pretty. Okay, this is one swipe of the highlight. That is really pretty. And this is Precious Petals. So the first one that I swatched was 322B, and that was Crown of My Canopy. And this one here is Precious Petals. This is Precious Petals. And this is the first one. So this one's a little bit more golden, but there, y'all, that was one swipe. I forgot that I had 2 more new products, okay? So I picked up the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Liquids. I picked up 2. I picked up the shade Proseco Pop and the shade Champagne Pop. So I got both of these from Sephora. Along with the oil, I wanted to try applying a liquid illuminator to my skin first before foundation. This kind of gave me more of that, you know, glow from within kind of look. So I figured I'd go ahead and try the Becca illuminator since I've heard good things about these as well. So Champagne Pop, which is this one right here, has a little bit more silver, and then Proseco Pop is a little bit more golden. The consistency is really creamy, so pretty. It has a nice metallic finish. Alrighty, so now that I'm done with the product, you know, mentions, let me go ahead and jump into the actual tutorial. First, I'm gonna go ahead and just apply a little bit of the Tarte Maracujá Oil to my face. I'm gonna put just 2 drops. There we go. Okay, so far I love the way this feels on my skin, you guys. Oh my gosh. It feels nice and moisturizing and hydrating. Okay, so now I'm gonna take a stippling brush. This is the Wet n Wild stippling brush. I got this at HEB also, and it was under $3. So I'm gonna take a little bit of the Proseco Pop on my back of my hand. I just apply this to the areas I typically highlight in. So halfway to my cheekbones, nose, cupid's bow area, chin, and forehead. Ooh. Okay, you guys see how it kind of gives me that nice, glowy, dewy finish? And of course, we'll put foundation on top of this, but it gives me a really nice glow. And this brush actually feels really good, by the way. Okay, so we've done that. I'm gonna go ahead and prime my T-zone, a little bit of the Becca, because of course, I don't wanna, you know, I wanna stay matte. Okay, I think maybe I should apply the primer first and then apply the illuminator. Just because I feel like the primer is kind of taking away from the glow now. Okay, and take my Tarte Clean Slate Primer to fill in my pores down here. I'm gonna go back in with a little bit more of that illuminator just to make sure that we get the finish that we want. I kind of took away the glow with the primer, so you know, I know now to apply the illuminator after the primer. Okay, and then another first impression I'll be doing today is on the Lancome. I believe it's the Tint Idol Ultra Wear. I can't remember how to pronounce that first word, but I believe it's the Tint Idol Ultra Wear foundation. It's up to 24-hour color, wear, and comfort transfer resistant foundation. I have been wanting to try the Lancome one for forever, but again, I was waiting for this one to be on sale. And I believe it retails for $48, so it is pretty expensive, but of course with a coupon it was like $40. I'm gonna go ahead and pump this, like 3 pumps, back of my hand, dotted all over. This is a really close match to my skin, so this is a good match. Okay, and taking my buffer brush, and of course just buffing that in. Ooh, okay, I am loving, first impression, loving the finish so far. Y'all, look at that finish. Oh my gosh, okay. It feels really light, but it's giving me full coverage, which I really like. And I didn't even use much product. I believe I used, what, 3 or 4 pumps? And that wasn't a lot. I did do light pumps, so it wasn't even a whole lot of product. But I got a full coverage application. And this brush feels so good. Like, I believe this is also what's helping kind of even out the coverage. Alrighty, so foundation is done. I'm gonna now go ahead and highlight using my NARS. This is not a first impression. You guys know that I have used this plenty of times before. But I love this concealer. Love it. Like, this one and the Tarte Shape Tape to me are like tied neck and neck. Like, I love the Tarte Shape Tape and I love this one. Okay, so far, first impressions on a sponge. Of course, it's not as soft as the Beauty Blender. However, I love the way this feels. I don't know like what this is made out of. I'm pretty sure it's like a similar material. But it's not super firm either, if that makes sense. But it actually feels really good. And I feel like it's better quality than the Real Techniques one. So I'd recommend giving this one a try. To set my highlight, I'll be using the RC Made No Color Powder. Give me my sponge in there. And I'm gonna set my face using my MAC Studio Fix powder that I just purchased, my good one. Fortunately, I don't need a lot of product with this foundation because as you can see, it is full coverage. And as I mentioned, it's supposed to last 24 hours, so I don't need to set it too much. For bronzer, I'll be using my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Dark Deep. Okay, and blend out any harsh edges with that same brush that you used to apply your all over powder. I'm gonna take a different shade in the Black Radiance Pressed Powder. You guys know that I typically use Rich Mahogany, but I ran out of it, and so I went ahead and picked up the shade Cafe instead. Cafe is a bit warmer, so I wanna see how this works compared to the Rich Mahogany. I like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of blush. I'm gonna take my MAC Breath of Plum, apply a little bit on the apples of my cheeks. Add a little bit more powder under my eyes just to make sure that I have something to catch the fallout from my eyeshadow. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to my eyes for now. So first I'm going to take my MAC Lane Low Paint Pot, to apply this all over my lid. Taking my Jaclyn Hip Palette, I'm going to take, I'm going to take this shade right here. And this is a Morphe M504 brush. Pop this in my crease to act as my transition shade. I'm kind of going to blend it outward today. One thing I love about this palette is just the tones. Sometimes I feel like a lot of companies, they kind of reuse the same neutral tones. And, you know, the same browns, the same taupes, the same tans, the same creams. I feel like this palette here has a nice variation of tones. Like, these are not the typical tones that you get in a palette. I'm gonna change brushes. I'm gonna take this really pretty reddish shade here. So let's pop this on my Morphe 330, which has a tapered point. And let's focus this right in the crease and not bring it up as high as I did the first shade. That is such a pretty shade. Oh my gosh. And these are blending out so easy, you guys. I'm gonna take that first brush and of course blend out those edges. And going in with the smaller detailed brush, I'm taking the Morphe M514 brush and taking this shade that was right next to it. It's like a really pretty like dark burgundy shade, and popping this in the crease as well by keeping this like right in the crease. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty! Of course, blend those harsh edges, you guys. I'm gonna take the shade, this one, it's like a really pretty brownish bronze shade. Take that on a flat brush. I wanna see how it applies without Fix Plus first. So I'm gonna just take this on the center of the lid. It's not as pigmented as I want, so I'm gonna take a little bit of Fix Plus, spray on the brush, and then go back in with that same shade. Okay, so that color isn't doing what I want it to do, so I'm gonna take a little bit of this pink champagne shade here on that same flat brush and just popping it on top of, yeah, that's what I wanted it to do. I wanted it to be a little bit brighter. I think I did a little bit of that highlight, a little bit of the Precious Petals highlight from Wet n Wild. There's nothing wrong with using a product for something else that it's not made for, so a little bit on that brush and just pop it. Ooh, yeah. There we go. To clean up the outer and inner corner, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do a halo line, but I do, so I'm gonna take a little bit more of that shade Hilster, apply that to the outer and inner corner, and also blend it inwards in towards that shadow, keeping it right in the crease. I'm gonna take a pencil brush. I'm gonna take this deep brown shade down here, which is the shade Chip, and just popping that in there. Y'all, these colors are so pigmented. Oh my God. And then last but not least, I'm gonna do my brow bone. I'm gonna take this pale shade here, which is a shade in light, pop this right at the highest point of the brow bone. Ooh, that has shimmer in it. It doesn't look like it has shimmer in the palette, but it actually does. Ooh, that's so pretty. Ooh. Okay, Morphe. Go ahead and dust away this excess powder. Like, it looks like I have a filter on my face. I promise. It looks so good. Can y'all see this? Can y'all see this? Bomb. Okay. So now for highlight, I'm gonna take my Wet n Wild highlighter. This is the Crown of Canopy one, and it's popping this on cheekbone. Ooh. Y'all, I swear drugstore products have been stepping it up, especially in the high department, because you guys know how much I love the Maybelline Master Chrome. This looks so good. I'm gonna go ahead and contour my nose. So I'm gonna take my Sonia Kashuk contour brush and that same Cafe pressed powder. Make sure you start from the brow bone and then contour your way down from there. Okay, so that's a bit heavy. Got kind of carried away on this side, so I'm gonna just dust it away with the powder brush in a second. Okay, and then get a bit crazy like I did. Just go ahead and dust it away with the powder brush. I'm gonna set my brows using the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. And then I'm gonna finish up the under eye. So I think I'm gonna do that same maroon shade under the eye. So I'll take just a flat brush and take that same burgundy shade here. And then take just an angled brush and take that dark brown shade, which was the shade Chip. Apply that to the angled brush. Kind of stamp that along on the lash line. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face with Fix Plus. Soak it all in. And then for lips, I feel like I've been neglecting my Cork lip liner, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this one today. Line my lips. And then for lips, I'm trying to decide if I wanna go nude or bold. I'm thinking I'll do the nude one today only because I can add on the lip gloss that I purchased that's new. So I'm gonna take, this is also first impressions if you guys saw my ColourPop haul. This is the Olive Sarahi by ColourPop 951 Ultra Satin Lip. I don't know how I feel about it. Like, I don't know if I love it or not. And I'm gonna take a little bit of the NYX Duochromatic lip gloss. This is in the shade Cocktail Party. I don't know if it's just me, but like, whenever I apply it on my lips, it has that duochromatic finish. But like, once I kind of swipe it all over, to me, it kind of loses. Dude. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop on some lashes, do my hair, change clothes, and I will be right back. Alright guys, so as you can see, I have gone ahead and done my hair, changed clothes, all that good stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and add a pop of something in the inner corner because I feel like my eyes look kind of plain. I think a nice pop of green would be really pretty. So I'm gonna take this greenish shade right here, which is the shade Diva. Really pretty like forest green metallic shade. There we go. That's pretty. I'm honestly not feeling this lip. Like, I'm just not feeling it. I'm gonna take the shade Curvy, which is the lip gloss. Oh, that's pretty. And add this on top. Okay, I like that much better. I feel like Curvy kind of helped lighten it up a little bit. And then last but not least, we're going with some mascara. I'm taking the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. And just popping this on the top and bottom lashes. That's the look. That's the look. That's it. Alright guys, so after we have gone ahead and popped on some falsies and applied some mascara, this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this full face of first impressions as well as a tutorial on this like chocolate maroon smoky halo eye with the pop of green in the inner corner. Honestly, you guys, I think I love every product that I have tried today, with the exception of the Olive Sarahi 951 lipstick, Ultra Satin lipstick. I'm not quite sure how I feel about this one, but everything else I honestly love, from the Tarte Maracujá Oil to the liquid illuminators. I definitely say that out of all the products that I used, it's a three-way tie between the Jaclyn Hill palette. The Wet n Wild highlighters are a definite must. And then I have to also say the Lancome foundation, you guys. It's expensive, but it's worth it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you guys did, give it a thumbs up. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will catch you all in the next video. Bye guys.